There's always a bit of discussion about where bladed carbonate replacement texture fits in low sulfidation epithermal systems. Today I'm logging some core from an epithermal system in Kyushu in Japan, and we've got some volcanoclastic sandstones, we've got some nice fossils in there, it's a branch of a piece of wood, and it's even got the bark preserved on the outside of the branch. And it's got clay pyrite alteration. There's a few chalcedonic quartz veinlets, and I've just found some nice bladed carbonate texture. And in this case, it's actual bladed carbonate, not yet replaced. It's just beginning to be overgrown by some ultra-fine druzy quartz, but the carbonate blades are still there. So just here you can see some of that bladed carbonate. That's the actual carbonate crystals there. It's infilling some cavities in a breccia here, and in some other parts of the cavity the blades are partially overgrown by ultra-fine druzy textured quartz, but in most of it the carbonate blades are still there. And if I put a couple of drops of 10% HCl on that, you can see that it fizzes like mad, telling you that it really is calcite. And here's one of the chalcedonic silica veins here. The consistent ultra-fine chalcedony texture of the quartz tells us that we're up high in the system. And in fact, this is carbonate over here, and it actually retains a little bit of that bladed texture as well. And here you can see some more of that chalcedonic silica, in this case with a lot of fine bands of pyrite with it, and it's overgrown by that bladed carbonate, and then the carbonate is overgrown by some ultrafine druzy quartz to produce that classic bladed carbonate replacement texture. So because chalcedonic silica is the only texture in all the veins here, and the alteration is clay silica pyrite, I'm reasonably happy that we're right up near the top of the system somewhere. And certainly above the boiling zone, because we don't see any of that coliform, crustiform banding that you see in the veins at that level. So now I'm reasonably happy that that bladed carbonate texture can grow right at the top of the system above the boiling zone. That doesn't exclude it from growing elsewhere at other levels in the system, but at least we know that it grows right up at the top. And in fact, in this case, the carbonate is growing on top of the chalcedonic silica and pyrite, so it's probably even a late phase in the dying stages of the system when the temperature is declining even further. Probably still just above 100 degrees, because if it goes below that, that carbonate will dissolve out and just leave cavities.